Yeah, I know I'm good, but I'm getting better. Like wine, this could have been an email, so don't be wasting my time. Don't be up in my face, don't be all in my space. Ooh. You know they say that everything you wouldn't look like. Now I see it clearer. I used to wonder what it looked like under the lights, and now I see the picture. You really gotta take your time for that. Don't rush into it, baby, just relax. Perhaps it's all in line, please take your time. One step closer than you know. Too much noise, you gotta go. 3 steps, 3 times, 3 more than before. Before you know, yeah. I know I'm good, but I'm getting better. Like wine, this could have been an email, so don't be wasting my time. Don't be up in my face, don't be all in my space. Yeah, I know it's good, but it's getting better. Rewind, this could have been an email, so don't be wasting my time. Don't be all in my space, girl, I'm up in my prime. You make the money when you stop believing the hype. Definitely needs picture. I count my blessings and I double up on the light. And now it's getting bigger. You really gotta take the time for that. Don't rush into it, baby, just relax. Perhaps.
Hey everybody, welcome to the first episode of Evolutionary Word Ciphers. We about to do something amazing for y'all. Matter of fact, my people are about to do something amazing for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I am technical support, okay? But what I need you guys to do, because I see there's a couple of y'all in here on a couple of platforms. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I love you guys. Thank y'all for the support. I need y'all to do something for me, right? We are going to be doing this weekly. I'm going to need y'all to hit that subscribe button. Also, please hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Not going to be up here all show. I want my people to shine, and they are amazing. Anybody I like, y'all want to get more information about, y'all want to support in another way, hit me up. Let me know in the chat. Whatever you can do, DM me. Hey, y'all know Evolutionary Media on all platforms, all right? Facebook, it is Destiny 2E's Evolution Brooklyn J-A-E. You know what I'm saying? That's the only one that's different, right? And we have an amazing host tonight. Y'all know Marielle, you know what I'm saying? From the Evolutionary Men Live. Yes, he is one of our amazing men. You know what I'm saying? Y'all catch that on Thursday night. You know I'm talking fast. I just want to make sure they have enough time. Please, now is the time. I need y'all again. Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. My evolutionaries, y'all know what to do. Y'all know how to show this love. You know what I'm saying? Let them feel it. Make them feel it. You know what I'm saying? Represent me right. I love y'all. Also, that like button, real important. I need y'all to hit that like button. Sherwin, if you in the building, holla at me. I'm going to need you tonight. Also, the notification bell, that's for y'all. All right? I need y'all to hit that so y'all know when we have these new shows. I just be bringing them out of nowhere. I'm going to play this for y'all like I used to, and then we going to get my beautiful queens and kings on, all right? Here we go, y'all. All right, that's the instructional video. Shout out to the White School Podcast. Love you, sis. And shout out to Dr. Steele. Dr. Steele is amazing. Y'all really going to get to know him. You know what I'm saying? And I am going to pass the torch over to Marielle. Let me tell y'all, Marielle has been with me for years. Y'all are going to see him more and more. You know what I'm saying? He family. All right, so Marielle, do your thing, all right?
Oh, appreciate it. Well, I am Mario the Shinobi, of course. You got to say the whole thing. Like a try call question, a pit may slip back, but you can say Mario if you don't want to say all that. And I'm here with my poetry friends. And we decided to come over and do what we call the drip takeover, where I guess for the month of June we're going to do different type of styles of poetry. So there's going to be many different feelings that's going to be provoked, emotions that are going to be provoked, but we are also known as the Honey Drippers. We are a collective of poetry, of poets that come there to do many different styles of poetry. Like we have spiritually grounded, and which we're doing spiritually grounded and mental health awareness or mental health today. But we also do many different styles. But we specialize in erotic poetry, which y'all will experience later on down the month. But if y'all like it, or if y'all like this, y'all really will like that. So but what we're gonna get into right now is give you a little small taste of um our art. So we hope that y'all enjoy. We're gonna start off with what is called a cipher, where each one of us is going to go. Um, and then after we go, we're gonna allow them to introduce themselves. So you'll get to know them later on tonight. But let's start. Go ahead, Yoshi.
She's a versifier. Bars forged in heat. I guess you could say it was a verse of fire. Words so hot make you melt. She's a liquefier. She uses ink to bring the smoke, something like a humidifier. Her pen attracts the masses, so maybe she's a magnifier. Just trying to grow her green, so she planted a mustard seed. But some people don't have faith, so they yelled out crucifier. But she don't look like what she been through, so now she's a testifier. Words speak loudly like it's connected to the amplifier. She deserves to be here. Don't need a justifier, but you can ask about her. When they hear the dragon spit, they be like, Yoshi, fire. Peace.
Today's black woman have the right to hold her head in the clouds. Because for many years, it was us as men that tried to bring her down, but she turned her frown upside down and started doing things on her own. Her baby daddy was never around, so she was forced to turn her house into a home. For the kids, they gave her hell, but she did her job well. Not once did she pay a bill because they never went to jail. Why? She was a fighter, a prayer warrior, on her knees every day. And she'll just pray that the Lord will make a way for her someday. You see, my mother's a beautiful black woman. She's independent and real strong. But she's been down for too long, going through times that was wrong. But now she's sitting on her throne. She played the double role, you see. She had to be my king and my queen. My father was never there for me. But at Christmas, we still had gifts. Thanksgiving, we still had food. My mama did what she had to do to make sure my sisters and I were cool. She never took her anger out on us when bills were past due in hell. The way she hustled, we never knew child support never came through. So basically what I'm saying is that, ladies, my mother raised me despite the absence of a man. And I promise you can do the same thing if you only believe that you can. Fall to your knees and pray to the Most High and ask him to guide your hand, and your sons will be just like me. Proof a woman can raise a man. I'm Paul Cram.
Song, close your eyes. Let the rhythm get into you. Don't try to fight it. There ain't nothing that you can do. Relax your mind. Lay back and groove in mine. Groove in mine. Groove in mine. Groove in mine. Cut the track, Holiday. See, I got a real big show tonight. So I need you to work your magic, and I got to get this track just right. Keep in mind that I'm an artist, and I'm a little sensitive about my shit. See, when my song loses its rhythm, see, musically, I get a little sick. I ain't talking about cold and flu type sick. I mean ear, nose, and throat type shit. All my life, I never belonged, but my voice fit right in. Church folks treating my voice like the remedy for their closeted sins and relationships. They weren't even better. You sing, right? Sing something for me. Plain on me was never their focal. They only wanted to hear and feel my vocals. Holiday, I heard you were the best. I don't have time for vocal rest. See, my song can't lose its rhythm. It is the only way that I can connect. I tried going into poetry. My words were cute. They want me to sing. Holiday, without this rhythm, my song can't fully make praises ring. Even if the praises ain't directly for me, I know it's just for my voice. Endless supply or tonality and vocal runs. I don't have another choice. Holiday, did you fix it? You're a genius. Run it back for me. Song, close your eyes. Let the rhythm get into you. Don't try to fight it. There ain't nothing that you can do. Relax your mind and lay back and groove with mine. You gotta feel that heat, and we can ride the boogie, share that beat of love. The rhythm. Don't ever abandon song, because that's the only way I can belong and be seen. Birdie.
If I was a poem, I would rest comfortably on these sheets. Listen to people spit out words emotionally, speaking on love, passions, or tragedies. I mean, I'd be the recipe for their therapy. See, I got what they need, what they need. I mean, we will meet in chaos, but eventually we'll get to peace. See, if I was a poem, my life would be like poetry as flow smoothly through people's reality, touching hearts and soul poetically. See, if I was a poem, I would metaphorically be a jutsu master with the paper. A pen would be my trainer. The bars would count as my haymakers as I pound layers upon flavors. Like I got commentators going crazy. Like down goes Fraser. See, if I was a poem, yeah, I'd probably be compiled together by some honey drippers. You know, essentially erotic, tasteful dose of toxic. I would drip a few words, but because that will cause your leakage. Just trying to convince you that I'm not toxic, just the pen is, or the penis, or whatever your consent is. I'm just trying to show you my visions in life using different positions. I mean, then I'll tell you, then I'll probably even tell you of who I be kissing or who got me in my feelings, expressing emotions, got me simping while I'm supposed to be pimping, got me laying here like it's cool. Supposed to be out here in the streets being a goon, but as soon as she asked to cuddle, here I am being the big spoon. I mean, it got to be a fire as poem of how I could be so warm and how my voice can quiet a storm. Or drawn at the fact that I'm introducing you to different fantasies and kinks, like being seen on the balcony after having a couple of drinks, enjoying the night of the moon bouncing off a wave of the moonlight bouncing off waves as you throw it back at me. Yeah, exactly. But like a poem, I can have a mood swing. See, I'm the type that don't mind causing systematic attention. The freedom fire that brings things to fruition, where closed mouth or spoken and blind eyes have visions, fill you in on my people's living conditions. See, I'll be here to put back the pieces that was missing. I'll be the history's pen that's used in present tense. I'll be the presence in attendance. I'll be the resurrections of my ancestors' songs if I was a poem, torn from the pages that was written wrong. I mean, I would succumb to we would succumb to the programming and the gaslighting, so I could become darkening and frightening. But our black ink is used whenever I'm writing. See, poetry seems to be hitting different when you put a little bit of melanin in it. I mean, man, if I was a poem, I don't even think it would be that long. Just a tad bit headstrong. See, I have the imagination spawning like the kid off of Raising Dion. But then again, I could be a movie. So grab your popcorn. See, if I was born to perform, I mean, I bring to life things conjure up in my brainstorm. See, I've been through many storms. I've transformed the world from English, but when I started in cuneiform. So ever since I was born, I've been a storm. So when I walk into the room, respect the poem. I got to. And that's our piece. All right. This is my poetry, people. All right. That's a honey dip. So thank you. Thank you. All right. Destiny, what did you think about that?
Y'all are so like when I say y'all are damn amazing. I don't know, y'all can see me typing in the back, y'all. They way more times than I thought they were, and I'm not saying it because I thought that I didn't know. Is all I'm saying. This looked like a show, like, and I see y'all like it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Daniel, thank you so much, Daniel Snyder. Appreciate you, King. You know what I'm saying? Definitely miss you up here. The White Skull Podcast, Stephanie always show up. She one of my live ladies. You know what I'm saying? And if Stephanie like it, y'all official. Because Stephanie will let y'all know if she ain't like it. Thank you. Much love, Stephanie. Stephanie is also buying memberships. You get what I'm saying? And we're going to try to do something for the memberships. You got what I'm saying? So if you got your membership, you know what I'm saying, you're going to see a lot of stuff from us. I'm going to go back. Mario, can you explain what they're about to do next? If you can, King.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you. Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do next is we each gonna go into our each individual pieces. After the piece, we're gonna ask a little bit. I'm gonna ask them a little bit of questions and stuff like that. And they were able to expound a little bit on the questions or so. I mean, on the poem. So we're gonna start off with Yoshi the Dragon. If you want to, you can introduce yourself. Uh, let's all go into turn off our cameras afterwards a bit. Yeah, wow. And then after I come back on, and we'll get into it. But this is Yoshi. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Yoshi. Okay, now I'm just going off into my piece. I'm about to give you a little glimpse into my soul. Slice up the sliver of my truth so that I can share with you understanding that even when delivered in small, bite-sized doses, is still too much for most to digest, let alone comprehend. I'm about to pour out my essence for claps and applause and praise for some people who really didn't even listen to a word I said, just attracted to my pronunciations, enunciations, southern drawl, and dramatic pauses. They came for a show. So I laced my life with lyricism, scars, bleed, and syllables and stanzas. I reduced my reality to rhyme and rhythm schemes, metaphors making my magic minimalistic eye, condensed my chaos into couplets coupled with a cadence, but really just cries for help in a room full of strangers. These punchlines polish my pain, presenting a perfectly packaged performance. Your accolades, proof that I paid the price of admission so that for 3 minutes or less, you could applaud my production all while missing the meaning. Yelling rewind at the worst time so that you can get another hit of a dope line. My anxiety must be addictive as I fidget frantically trying to keep my composure while you lean in waiting for the next quotable moment like I'm a mixtape not in the middle of a meltdown. I stutter like it's a new style every time I relive these moments that I just barely survived. But are you not entertained? So the next time you give me a go off poe with the finger snaps, answer me this: was it the melody or the message that got you to react? Peace.
Let's go, Yoshi. Let's go. All right. Yeah. Give us a little bit about that piece. Like, what was your inspiration behind that piece?
Just thinking about sometimes you're doing these deep emotional pieces, somebody that either people have requested or that you needed to get out for whatever reason in your own stage. And sometimes people just talking through it or yelling out at the worst moments. Like, I literally just told you this bad thing. And then either they clap too hard or then they're confused about not reacting. So I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, agree. I remember some times that I'd be in pieces or I'll be doing the pieces that stand up or so like that, and like completely missed the message of the piece. But yeah, you caught that bar or whatsoever. Or, yeah, like I definitely get it. I definitely get it. Like, do you like you said something about yelling out rewind? Is that a irk for you? Because I know there's some poets that and can you explain the rewind, like the significance of a rewind? Why you do that?
So rewinds are a double-edged sword because yes, I appreciate that you appreciated my line enough to want to hear it again, but at the same time, either I'm in a moment or in a flow. So you yelling rewind doesn't actually help me, especially being that like I perform a lot, but I still get nervous and I'm still anxious because I still want you to like the piece, although it's my art. So your opinion technically doesn't matter, but it does. And so if I'm standing here shaking mentally, but y'all think, oh, this is just the dopest shit ever. It's a part of my French. But yeah, it's the dopest thing ever. Then rewind just randomly at like the most. It's I don't know. I've gotten used to it, and I've gotten like so certain pieces. Like I know if I do this piece, somebody's gonna yell it here. So I've gotten used to it. But like sometimes if you don't know the audience and you're not ready for it, you could have the whole piece memorized, and just because they yell rewind, like where was I at? It's terrible. So yeah.
Okay. Oh, do you have something? Okay,
I just wanted to say I like your presence. I like how you sat up tall. You was confident. You was smiling, but you was serious. Like all of it, the whole package was amazing. I just want to say that. I'm gonna get it. Shout out to Wilson.
No, we like it. We like the feedbacks and stuff like this. This is what we would call feedback, so we know that our piece actually hit. How did it make you feel, or something like that? Because one thing about poetry is it helps like operate a mood for you. Our job as a poet is to actually get people to feel whatever we was feeling at that time, or be able to kind of even relate to it. Sometimes it's written for us or whatsoever. I would say majority of the time it's written. We write it for ourselves. We just got to get that off, like whatsoever. But at the same time, like a lot of us can relate to a lot of things that poets say or whatsoever. So it's not just like, and we're here to just pretty much show a different style of poetry. We don't think that like poetry gets out too much. Like people need to know about poetry, like or about poetry.
Yes, because I know you're talented. So yes, this show is.
I feel like people outside of the poetry community compare poetry to the Love Jones movie. Oh, and so, and then when it's not that in real life to them, their perception hopefully shifts in a good way. But yeah, no, when I know I'm not even gonna call out who did it, but I haven't even seen the movie up there. It's like, oh, so like Love Jones, and I'm like, I've only seen snippets of this, but no, it's nothing like that. Right. I'm gonna need you to let Love Jones go and try a different type of poetry show because we're not doing that.
I know that. Y'all way better than that. Also, I got the finger snaps. So that's my fault, y'all. I should have had the finger snaps. I just kind of thought about it. So Yoshi, I'm sorry, Queen. I can't wait to give you the other finger snaps. I just found the soundboard. Hopefully it works. Y'all know how I do with this soundboard. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It works sometime it don't.
Okay, so here's the thing about the finger snaps. Like finger snaps, yeah, that's a tradition in poetry. Like yeah, you'll see that. But keep in mind, our people, we throw flavor. So if it like you'll see it's like we snapping hard, or like yeah, we the type that will jump up and say like rewind, or like in dance like in the middle of your poem. Like yeah, we want you to rewind it back right in the middle of your piece, so I can understand why she says that. But it's something about the hype of the crowd outside of just sitting there like this, where instead of you like, yeah, that's what and responding to it, it's something that about that gives us a hype of like, yeah, let's go harder into the piece and stuff like that. So yeah, like that.
We in church, like okay,
exactly.
You better
like,
say it, sir.
Like, church is definitely a good example of that, because if you go to like us not church not okay, never mind. But if you go to our church, right, like you can see the difference. Like you can see the difference within, like even within the choir. Like it's like yeah, it's something more when you add loudness to it.
Yes.
But yes, well, thank you, Yoshi. We gonna keep up. Yeah, we can stay on that all day, but let's keep it because yeah, definitely can get to the next person, which is Paul Cramp. What's going on? I'm gonna let you. Well, you kind of already introduced yourself in that first piece, so yeah. But you might go ahead and reintroduce yourself. My name is Ho.
Yeah, I'm Paul Crown, the poet, aka Proof a Woman Can Raise a Man, host of the brand new podcast Pentelectual Conversations, coming in July. And we go ahead and get into my piece. Okay, complete transparency. I have a hard time expressing the emotions that reside inside of me. The confidence I will allow you to see is really a mask to prevent your knowledge of the tears that are forming in my eyes. You see, I usually hide my pain pretty well. But there are days when I feel like the struggle to defeat my depression is just a fight that I am no longer willing to fight anymore. Sometimes I feel like the burden of life is already too heavy, but the weight is not waiting to grow, creating pressures that sends negative messages to my heart, telling me daily that I should just give up. And I admit it, that does put a rare smile on my face. You see, when the struggle to defeat my depression becomes a fight that I am no longer willing to fight, I'm completely convinced that my existence has been nothing but a hindrance to all those who have come in contact with me. And I admit it. I hate that I have to lie to my mother when she asks if I'm okay. I quickly tell her that I'm fine, but I only get away with that lie over a text message or an inbox because I refuse to look her in her eyes, because everybody knows. Mama knows when you're lying. No need for her to know that a war rages inside of me between good and evil, and I'm not even sure which side my depression is on. But I admit it. I have a habit of bottling up my pain, refusing to share it until it is constantly shook and explodes on all those around me, leaving stains of my hurt on their lives. Quick question. Do you have any idea how hard it is to wash pain from you out of a heart that lives in someone else's chest? I admit it. Sometimes I just want to end it all. But on those days, when I feel like the struggle to defeat my depression is a fight that I am no longer willing to fight, I reach for the only protection that I know. I grab my pen and I ink my emotions between two blue lines on college rule paper. The dam of confidence is removed, and the tears that I was afraid to show begin to flow, smearing the lines, but I keep writing. I write until those tears stop. I write until the pain ease. I write until I feel like I can make it one more day. But I admit it. I have a hard time expressing the emotion that reside inside of me. The forced confidence I'll allow you to see is really a mask to prevent your knowledge of the tears that are forming in my eyes, because I usually hide my pain pretty well. But there are days when I feel like the struggle to defeat my depression is a fight that I am no longer willing to fight anymore. But today, I convince myself to fight one more day. I'm Paul Crown. Welcome to the experience.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. All right, that was dope. That was. I saw you got a little take it.
Did y'all hear the finish next?
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right, that was great. I don't know, y'all want me to go first? I'm noticing that all y'all got a different type of presence. Like, And I saw with the king, you got what I'm saying? It's the confidence again. You know what I'm saying? The stand up tall. I love that from y'all. But it was the hand, because you kind of do what I do. Like I always talk in my hands, but it's more expressive. So I saw the hand movements. I saw like it just kind of pulls the emotion out of you. You know what I'm saying? And that was a strong piece. Y'all all got strong pieces. I loved it. Shout out to the person that just DM me and told me that this is too deep for me. Yeah, I do all types of stuff. Y'all ain't gonna keep playing with me like that. Shout out to you, King, but watch how this work out. I got people hitting me up and messaging me about y'all, saying y'all look great and they like what's going on. So y'all doing y'all thing. Go ahead, Mary. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Again, we like that. Okay. So podcast, yeah, of course you got to, you're gonna have to. What inspired that?
I've always been that person who try to hide my depression, hide my, emotions and things like that. It's not till recently I was able to not only write about it but talk to people. So there came a point in time where, like I said in the piece, I was ready to end everything, bro, and I had to make a decision between grabbing my pen and grabbing my pistol. And I chose to grab my pen. So I'm not gonna say that depression, I'm completely over it, because I still battle. I still battle. It's just with the family that I got now, through members of Drip, members of Epiphany, special shout outs to people like Walking Erotica, because of people like that, I don't run from it no more. So now it's like, if depression want to box, bitch, let's box. We gonna get it in.
Absolute fact.
And y'all got a special request. Y'all see what Stephanie? She put more pressure on y'all. She said she wants y'all to go 2 pizzas each for the next show. Just something to think about. as y'all see, Stephanie, that's.
We got one more round, and I don't know. Listen, it's completely. I can sit here and do poetry all day, but it's up to them if they want to do extras and stuff like that. Like it's energy. Like it's energy, but you gotta have. Like you gotta deal with the honey packs and never mind, that's a different show. Sorry. Okay. So sorry. Nah, but nah. Back to the piece and stuff like that. Like Paul Kerr. So I guess I would say what's your message in that piece? Like what I would say, like what's your what message do you want to give, or who do you feel that I don't want to say who is it directly directed to, but what is your audience into that piece? Because I know we as poets we write for certain audiences. Well, not really write for certain, but at the end of a piece when we finish writing, we kind of can see the trajectory of what audience that's going in, and what was your audience, and what's the message that you want to give to it.
My audience, my I would say my target audience, per se for that particular piece, would definitely be men that's going through depression. It's a lot harder, the stigmata of a man trying to say that he needs help, is always an issue. We deal with the persona of being or appearing weak, for reaching out or anything of that nature. So my target audience for that particular piece were men that I know that are going through the things that I go through. As far as my message for that piece, man, tomorrow is a whole new day to do it different. It's like you can't, if you give up today, you never know if tomorrow was the day that you made it. So that's my message with that piece, man. Tomorrow's a whole new day to do it different.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Like that, right? I'm about to use that. I'm like, Paul has said that.
Quoted by Paul. Quoted by Paul. Exactly. You got any questions that you wanted to ask about the piece, like, or just him as a poet?
Well, that speech was very it hit me differently because I've dealt with depression before, and a lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't even gonna tell you why, but everybody kind of knows my story because I do not want to make this about me. It is about my kings and queens. But I had a couple of tough years. I know you were talking about the men, and I'm gonna be honest. Women always want to reach inside of a man's head to figure out what's going on. As y'all can see, we
Oh,
have a Thursday show. Some of the stuff they say blow my mind sometimes. And Paul kind of let us jump in there for a minute, you know what I'm saying, and see some of the strife and stuff they go through, you know what I'm saying, without the anger and it was just so well put together and just said, you know what I'm saying, without you having to be on defense of what they're saying or feeling like it's your fault. He just put us in his head, gave us a day in his life, and I think that's amazing. Like, y'all all have a way of doing that. I love that, And my sis right here, we are Songbird. Now I understand why her name is Songbird. The girl got skills. She can sing. I was shocked. I meant to say the girl can sing, but it makes sense because her name is Songbird. Great, sis. Y'all go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, it's good. It's okay. I mean, well, since we're here at Songbird, we might as well go ahead and hi, Songbird. How you doing?
Hey, George. I mean, Mari, that's a different show.
After this show,
Different show. Okay.
okay, go ahead. You wanna?
Yes. I am Songbird, also known as your daddy's favorite poet. And I am going to do this piece. It's one of my favorite pieces to do. I'm your queen to be, a queen to be forever, queen who'll do whatever your highness desires. I'm your queen to be, a vision of perfection, an object of affection to quench your royal fire. My eyes blink in servitude, molded to breathe your air before my very own. As soon as my feet could touch the ground, I looked to you for permission. Royal curls in an updo as high as kingdom come, born to make your kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is my virtue. I made you my altar, praying to always be an object of affection, used at your own discretion, your highness. What is my favorite color? Music, animal, position. My answer will always be, Daddy, whatever it is you like. Discard my vitality with every inch of your desire to quench your royal fire. See, my body is all you admire, whatever it is you like. I am a vision of perfection, providing endless erections. Your Highness, do you care? Do you care to even know how I feel? My thoughts, aspirations, dreams, desire. See, gold is a marvelous color, but purple really brings out my eyes. Mine own apologies, Your Highness. I misstepped. Whatever it is you like, answering to only his directives, hoping just one day I could be subjective. But until then, I'm just a queen who'll do whatever. Your Highness, desires. I'm your queen to be whatever yes you like.
Yes, Queen. All right. Y'all hear my finger snap? All right. Oh, let me bring yeah, I killed it.
There you go.
Yeah,
Sound good.
she almost caught, because I know I'm a sensitive thought. She almost caught me, I'm saying my lash almost came up. And her voice is so soft and feminine. I wish I had that. I ain't got that. That was beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited for y'all. Y'all are amazing. I felt that. Like, I'm feeling all this stuff. And y'all know I'm a thug. I'm not supposed to be feeling none of this stuff. But this will catch you. These emotions are flowing tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
I have no idea on what this collective could do. Like, yeah. Anyway, Songbird. Okay, Songbird. I'm looking down at the camera, so I'm looking down at you. I don't know. I just want to do it. I'm sorry. I'm a little. Never mind. So, can you want to tell us about this piece a little bit?
So yeah, so he of course I took a little bit of my inspiration from Coming to America, Queen to Be, and just looking at this woman, she was pretty much groomed to be whatever this man wanted her to be, whatever his favorites was and what he liked to do, it had to be, for her as well. So she didn't even have an identity. And sometimes we get into relationships, whether it's platonic or intimate, to where we lose our identity and we want to people please and we just want to be whatever somebody else wants us to be. And we go around walking around through life not even knowing what makes us happy, which is why I ask those questions, because we get a kick out of her, barking like a dog and this, that, and the other in the movie, but we don't really know this woman's backstory, to where she literally had to be groomed from the time she was born up until that age to be whatever that man wanted to be. She had to forget completely about herself and just be whatever he wanted, whatever he desired, that's what she was. So,
I love it. I love it. Okay. I would ask, what was the line in here that you felt was the most? And all the lines are important, but what was the line or the stanza that you felt sticks out for you?
for me, my line, one of the lines that kind of sticks out to me is, gold is a marvelous color, but purple really brings out my eyes. So purple is my favorite color, but he wants her to have whatever, his favorite color and his this and his that. And she like, this is, it's really nice. Well, so it's like she's trying to peek out a little bit of individuality, but she had to snap out of it because she was trying to not even be a human being.
I like that as a matter of breaking from a control. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's powerful. I noticed the dynamic. You know why this group is real special? I'm going to tell you why. Because, and let me put y'all back down. I'm just trying to make sure I get all the comments and stuff. And I see everybody. I'm shouting everybody out. All y'all special, all y'all unique. And y'all here the first night. Y'all get my ultimate respect. I love you guys. I'm going to say something. If y'all notice, please tell me y'all notice something, right? You notice how they play off each other? And I don't even know if that was planned. Like, look at the queens, right? You see
No.
how you got the strong strength. You know what I'm saying? I'm a confident woman. That's Yoshi. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Look at me. I'm a queen. And then it's two ways of saying I'm a queen. I'm royalty. And then you got the other side. You got the softer side. You got what I'm saying, the more slowed down version where I'm going to come at you with, you know what I'm saying? All I got, I'm woman. You can see me. It's two ways of saying that queen. Now, y'all know I'm all about queen empowerment, so I can pick that up really quickly. You know what I'm saying? And then look at the guys. Y'all know I read the room, right? Look at the guys, right? You notice how, and I'm going to start with Paul. You notice how Paul is real. He talking to you with his hands. He making you feel it. He got the uptones and the downtones. And what I say with that is, wait, it's like a soft growl man do. I noticed stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But he getting you to the point, right? And then you got Mario. Mario is like the smooth player. You got to watch what he say because he going to catch you. A sharpshooter. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get too many more secrets, but I just noticed that about y'all. I love this. You know what I'm saying? This is amazing.
I'm glad that you know this. It's our chemistry, and it's a lot of us. Like it's not just I don't know how many kids Mojave got running around here.
Yeah, we want to see
But
a lot.
and shouts out to Mojave. Mojave is the creator and founder of the Honey Dripper. So he's the one that kind of like put all of us together. So shout out to him.
That is
And that's out all the Honey Drippers that are in that pulls up and stuff like that. Make sure y'all to subscribe, like, share, and subscribe. I want to make sure y'all do that because yeah, I know y'all out here.
Yes, the love that we getting tonight, we gonna bring this back. Yes, it's the first night. To get this much love on the first night, we bringing this back. Y'all will see them again. You know what I'm saying? Look, then they all say Honey Dippers. That's gangsta. I love that.
Yeah,
That's
Honey,
cool. Like,
yeah.
we gotta lift our people up. I'm saying they worth it. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, this is good.
And we're multifaceted. Like we said, like we right now we're giving y'all the mental health or whatsoever. In the beginning speed round, we was just allows a piece introducing ourselves or how we want to be introduced. But like right now, we're giving y'all the more vulnerable sides of things. This is what we call our we digging into our vulnerability, and so we want to get that out the way though, at least before we get to the yeah. But I guess we gotta I would go. I guess I would go because it's my turn. I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to introduce myself. Marielle is on you. Oh, okay. All right. All right, here we go. I stand in the shower in the midst of the steam, thinking of the things that is fucking with my dreams. I breathe in the water mist and attempts that the water. I bring in the vapor mist and attempts that the water will cleanse the wounds that are inside me. The water runs over past injuries that triggers memories of unhealed pain. Every day having to wash away the same blood stains from head to toe, every place that was touched by the bar of soap gave off this sting. Reminding myself that its pain receptors are properly working. Yeah, I need to be for certain to where these fluids were coming from, so I turned off the shower and pulled back the curtains. Wiped away the condensation that was on the mirror for my vision to be met with affirmations of past horrors. Then old triggers began speaking on how they will always be there for me. Like the first one to speak was the scars on my feet, stressing on how they'll always be here for me. Reminiscing on heartbreaking journeys, a love story told in reverse, always starting off with her saying, I'll always be here for you. These words drew a path that began to chase. The scars on my feet ran miles and jumped through obstacles, barefoot, rocky surfaces, bruises and wounds. Every time my foot hit the pavement, I had to pay for it. But my scars paved the way for this, racing on a pavement made with eggshells and fiery pits of hell. On uncharted trails, collecting bruises and scars, just annoying and all just to reach the one thing that my heart desired. See, I was always inspired by promises and dreams given off at the beginning just to end up at the consolation prize. Friends don't win it. Then that was followed by social distancing. Only thing left is just the cuts, springs, ankles, and blistering. My feet did remind me, see, I told you I would be here forever. As the sharp pain went up from my spine and landed right next to my eyes every time they showed me that showed me a guy they like. It's like a flashing light scene after getting slapped in the eye. I mean, must have went blind how many times I've seen them. I've seen you as my future wife, despite looking past all the signs that said that one day you'd be walking out my life. See you flirting with other men, yet assured that they wasn't competition, yet filling me with promises of a lifetime vision, just cooking up insights, just living out our wildest fantasies, only to end up seeing another person take you away from me. Being left with heartbreak and now tethering, holding my eyes together. My scars whisper, see, I told you I'll be here forever. See, my scars taught me to shift my heartbeat. Like a wound on my chest, like I survived a horror scene. Gashed in the middle like I had open heart surgery, wondering how many stitches are actually inside me. How shattered dreams flow sharply through my bloodstream, so I had to use needle and thread just to keep my heart together. Due to projectile glass that came from the letters, see, I came from the letters that formed the fragile phrase, see, I'll be here forever. It was like it was layered with shallow metal that was armed to explode when we couldn't be this close no more. Now as my heart is beating, I feel my nerves ending screaming, saying that, see, I'll be here, I'll always be here, they'll always be here for me. See, I should plead insanity, constantly living in this fantasy that love actually loved me. Thought we had good chemistry, must have misfelt the energy, but is it really my fault that their heart hid their true feelings for me? See, I was on this ride of this matching vibe, slowly realizing that I could have an abusive relationship with love. Then painful memories of the began flooding my body, and teardrops quietly. I pat my arms and covered my war marks. I put on sunglasses for the eyes, and a shirt to cover my scars on my heart. Made a shirt that said an introvert so people would stay away from me. Used the shoes to cover the bruises that were located on my feet in hopes that the marks aren't that noticeable. Because I just don't want to become unbearable from all of these scenarios. So I remind myself, you know what? Chicks did scars. It's just I hope they can dig deep though. That's that piece. Oh, shit. Y'all didn't tell me I was in the dark.
All right. Great. Down. All right, you know?
Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, shining. You know something stuck out to me. That it's an abusive relationship.
With love, yes.
That hit me. Like I actually wrote it down while I was saying. I was like, yo, that's big. We talk about that a lot on this channel. You got what I'm saying? I have been deemed toxic, but in a good way. You know. You know what I'm saying? It's the Brooklyn thing. I don't know, it's the Brooklyn thing. But I love that. And you notice how you were softer when you said that this time? You was real soft. And I was thinking maybe it's because you're talking about love now. So y'all change your emotions for what y'all talking about. That's beautiful. Like, you know what I'm saying? You go ahead, Mario. You my man.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Again, want your feedback and stuff on that, whatsoever. Because you're somebody who's, you're being, I wouldn't say introduced to poetry or something like that, but you actually are getting to experience poetry or whatsoever like that. And we want you to be able to actually see it in our light. So, as you seeing like us perform it, or what we would call performing, or actually what we call spoken word, we will classify it as spoken word artists. So you have poetry, or you have poetry that be written down, or what's it's just the name of the art. But we are actually spoken word artists. So our art is actually in our performance, where we're doing or acting out, or even doing down to our or the volume of our performance and the emotions that we want to admit. Because we have pieces that we're angry or something like that, but then we have pieces that like, oh, we're happy and stuff like that. Then we have pieces which you'll find out a little bit later when we try to seduce you.
Oh, I can't wait for that show.
Oh, we trying to compromise you. Oh, yeah, we call it compromise. Yeah, but that's in our
Yes, it's coming, y'all. It's coming. Stay tuned.
It's
Every Friday, it's coming. That show gonna be explosive.
It's going to progress. It's going to progress. You know,
Yes.
I don't know. It's up to them. It's up to them. They want to give you a little small taste of it. Like, I don't know, but that's at the end of the show, though. Stuff like that. But
Okay.
we I don't know. I don't know.
What we small tasting though? Let I'm trying to figure out if I can. Let me figure this out. What we small tasting?
And this is what we're gonna do, Destiny. This is what we're gonna do because it's gonna take time for them to actually kind of like think of the piece that they want to do or something like that. But would that be okay if we give you a small taste of like maybe either we can go beautifully dope or brilliantly filthy? Like either one of y'all. I mean, y'all. Well, you could do filthy, and then somebody else can do beautifully dope. I'm gonna leave it to their choice of like beautifully dope and really filthy. But beautifully, I mean, I'll tell you the difference. Beautifully dope is like our central side, so we're more central and more love and more like yeah, we not it's not nasty, but it makes you feel lovey dovey and all kind of stuff like that. Now, brilliantly filthy. You might pull out the rolls after that. Yeah. I'll
I'm
let you know there, right? Yeah, but I'll let them.
If that's the route we going, they better put them up on the charger now.
Right now. So we got one more round to go.
One more round. Before we do that round, I just want to shout out the people that's showing us just amazing love with the super chats and showing support. You know what I'm saying? We have, like we said before, Daniel Snyder. You know what I'm saying? He is one of the members of the Evolutionary Media. You know what I'm saying? Great guy. We also have like the White School podcast. She was showing love all night. And I found out that Stephanie went to school for this, like performing arts. So I see why she connected so well. Shout out to you, Stephanie. Appreciate you, Queen. She is also one of the members of the Live Ladies cast that we have. Y'all can check the page. We got a lot of stuff going on. You'll get to know everybody. And also, I hope I'm saying this right. We got Aziz
the pulmonologist.
I love it. The way he put that, it's poem, y'all. Poem. That's great. I like that. Thank y'all so much for the love. And it's something that we do here. I'm gonna do it real quick, and then we're gonna get back because we going dirty, y'all. I just want to play this for y'all and just show the love. Here we go. One time, y'all.
Ain't got enough to pay the rent, can we delay the bills? Another dollar getting spent, another day to chill. I can't afford to play it safe, I gotta make a deal. There's gotta be another way, a Cadillac DeVille.
All right, that's just something we do when people buy super chats. We just show them love and highlight them. You know what I'm saying? Everything is on the screen. So I definitely appreciate it. All right, so y'all ready for this? I can't wait. All right, y'all want me off the screen and y'all just want to do y'all things? Y'all want to be highlighted? However y'all want to do it, I can do it.
So I know we were supposed to do the second round of another mental health piece or something like that, but I don't know, Destiny, do you think we have time to do one more round and then we can do the cipher, or like how are we looking
at it? It's like y'all do it.
Okay.
As much time as y'all need, I got it.
Okay, so yeah.
Fire show. Yeah, I got y'all. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we'll do one more round of the like our deep pieces, but we ain't gonna leave y'all feeling low. We'll feel like that. We ain't gonna. We're gonna raise some feelings. We're gonna raise a lot of things.
A lot of feelings.
A lot of things might be.
Right. So we keeping the same order.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it the same order. So Yoshi, what you got for me, Dragon?
I'm gonna highlight y'all. I love to see y'all highlighted. Or do y'all want to stay on the screen by yourself? I kind of like y'all highlighted. It's more.
Whatever you do is fine.
All right.
If I tell you one more time, this is your show.
Because he runs the show. He runs the show. Yeah, he gonna tell you.
So we can look right.
You know what though? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. To see how y'all kind of flow with whatever she's saying, y'all faces are amazing. Because I can see y'all behind the screen, but they can't see y'all. So you know what? I'm gonna leave y'all on the screen. I'm gonna get off. Y'all do y'all thing.
I'm not a songbird or anything, but I'm gonna do this piece. I remember when when I lost my mind. There was something so special about that place. Even your emotions having that go in so much space. I remember the day I broke. It was July 26th, 2015. I remember laying in pain in bed for hours awaiting your arrival. I knew you'd be premature, but I had faith. We were willing to do whatever it would take. I remember the doctor walking in the room telling me you weren't going to make it. I remember this specifically because she didn't have enough bedside manner to ask if I was okay after delivering such devastating news. Your sunrise to sunset, in those moments, I watched your entire life before me. I couldn't protect you. The last bit of life support I could give was taken away in a snip, and in my arms, you drew your first and last breath. I'm sorry you never got to hear me say your name, that you never got to frolic in the flowers, that you never got to see the beauty in a rainy day. I'm sorry that I wasn't strong enough to carry you. The only joy I get is knowing that you never have to grow up in a world that makes martyrs out of beautiful black boys that never get to become beautiful black men, all because they couldn't handle your potential. So now the joy of my world is in Zion. And I drowned myself with tears alone and suffocated myself with fake smiles, being the illusion of strength. I mean, how was I supposed to feel when, even after all that, I'm told that it will basically take a miracle for me to bear again because of a condition that I didn't know existed until I found out that I had it, and that technically there's no cure, but it's manageable. That some pregnancy ailments don't stop even though you had the baby months too early. That now people do a double take to check for an Adam's apple because my voice is deeper than it used to be and I could pass for a man. I mean, I can't bear a child, so maybe I might as well be. How am I supposed to live when I hate being me? See, music was my first love and even it couldn't save me. I stopped singing, but I started acting. I only spoke when it was time to perform. I should have gotten an Oscar for the way I made people believe that I was fine, shucking and jiving with the knife behind my back, waiting for the perfect time to use it. But every time that I thought that I was ready, the voice in my head said, no, your work's not done. So I started a podcast in 2020 to take back the power of my voice, but it wasn't until 2022 when poetry found me and gave me the words to say, no, I'm not okay. Peace.
I love that piece. I love that piece. And that touches on so much on the reason why I love poetry myself. It it gives a voice to us. It feels so much like it gives a voice to us. Like, Yoshi, go ahead. I ain't gonna explain your piece for you. What inspired that piece?
I almost can't contain myself. When I tell you, you just spoke my life, and I had a miscarriage in 2017, almost took my life. And when I tell you every word you said, I was so glad I was off the screen. You know what I'm saying? It resonated with me, Queen. That was amazing. You know what I'm saying? And I know so many other women can relate to that. Even your emotions, when you said that you were, making people, you should have got an Oscar for it. You know what I'm saying? That was off the chain. Like I loved it. Anybody? Yeah, see, the sisters can relate. That you winning. I love that one. I love it. Thank you so much for that, Miss Yoshi. Thank you so much for that. That was powerful. Let me come on down. I'm sorry. She hit my heartstrings. Y'all trying to make me cry tonight. I'm a thug.
That's our goal. That's our goal is to make you feel. We like feeling. Um, but yeah, go ahead. Yeah, like definitely give a reason on why you wrote that piece, or your like what did this piece do for you, or what was your process of writing it?
I don't know about this other process of writing because it's just me retelling my story, but for me, this is literally me journaling the comeback from being that low, that when I say that I didn't speak, I didn't sing, there was a lot of things that I wasn't doing anymore because that was such a low point in my life. And so being able to get it out on paper, and then it wasn't necessarily something I planned on performing, but it was one of those things where somebody else needs to hear it. So a lot of the times our journey, things that we go through aren't just for us. It's for us to show the next person that they can make it too. And so that's with this piece, that's what I try to do with my poetry with this piece.
Love it, love it. Thank you. I guess I don't know. Okay, no, we gonna move forward. I don't know. Anybody else got anything to say?
Amazing piece. Seriously. We as Black women, it's like we're dangling at the bottom of the food chain when it comes to proper health care. Even, with miscarriages and such as, things such as PCOS and labor and delivery. Um, just my own personal experiences. Um, Giving birth to a son where I had to have an emergency C-section and I felt being cut, you know. Um, and our pain level is, completely just done away with as if we're not human, or, as if we don't feel like it's it's like no one cares about us in this in healthcare.
Right. Or if depending on what you go in for,
Mm-hmm.
especially to some fact, like the person that everything can be fixed. All you have to do is lose weight, lose weight, lose weight. If I had a penny for every time I heard that, and then my weight has nothing to do with what the issue is. But that's another conversation for the other day.
Baby, I will be rich. It's like Donald Trump couldn't see me. Like I will be swimming in pennies.
Looking like Scrooge McDuck.
Listen. Okay.
Absolutely. And again, this is again poetry, like conversation starters, like stuff that and us as folk, we are collective. We'll get it. We'll gather together, share a piece, and it will end up turning into a whole hour conversation of just built up off that piece and stuff like that. We do this a lot. Like this is something that we actually gather together and just share a piece. It's vulnerable or something like that. End up becoming a conversation starter. That's one thing that we go ahead.
Can I ask one question? Just looking at how many emotions y'all done took me through, and I'm tough as nails. You would have to look at the channel to know who I actually am. You know what I'm saying? I read Brooklyn to the death of me. And to have in what? It ain't even been 2 hours. I done been through every emotion I think I could go through tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that like for you all to have to do that night after night? You know what I'm saying? Every time you're displaying your talent. Let's say you're in a good mood and then you have to deliver a certain piece and now it's bringing your mood down. It's like, how does that feel? Can everybody answer that for me? I just want to know how that feels to y'all.
Dissociation. Like very much dissociate, because the person that you see in my private life is completely different than with who you see on stage. Who you see on stage based on, what type of piece they want. Cause like my pieces have, I write in different personalities. So if you want like, gutter and raunchy, you're gonna get Kenan. If you want seductive and sensual, you're gonna get Songbird. If you want like just self-reflection, you're gonna get me. But when I get on that stage, I give you whatever personality you ask for. And when I'm done and get off that stage, I come home, I take a long shower, and I be myself, you know? Um, I mean I just take I take the words of this woman by the name of Chris Walker. She said, do the best you can for that day. And when the day is over, shut the door. So whatever you did that day, you do the best you can. And when you done, leave it in the office or wherever you at. That way you can go home and, debrief and all that and get back to caring for yourself. So we dissociate a lot because we can do like erotic pieces. We be like, yes, ooh, clean up on aisle 69. And in the next 5 minutes, I'm hungry. I'm gonna stop going. Like it's that. So
Who
I
says they're
respect.
hungry and look for popcorn?
like
Yeah, don't judge popcorn, bro.
like for real, like I will be doing this and then like after we get done with our pieces, we tend to our significant other, we tend to our kids,
Right.
we go back and do life, you know.
I get that. I respect that. Definitely. Y'all are doing great. I didn't mean to hold y'all up. I'm gonna get back down. Y'all do y'all thing. Thank you for
Yeah.
answering
Okay.
that.
All right, Paul, you up next, sir.
Hey, Pop. I'm leaving this message because I have some questions and there are some things that I need to really get off of my chest. I need you to explain the complete mindset of a man that has no problem putting his kids through the stress of feeling like their father is missing, all because of the fact that a condom broke and responsibility is now existing. I need you to explain that to me. I need to know why you felt like it was okay to deny me to my face. Do you remember? I was 7 years old. You were coming out of the choir stand when I asked if you were my father. And with no hesitation, you looked at me with eyes that looked just like mine, opened your mouth and said no, followed by, but I am your friend, though. You were really comfortable with that bullshit falling out the hole in your face. You really made the attempt to substitute a 7-year-old's feelings of being neglected by a man who is supposed to biblically be respected with your own perverse version of happiness because you made the decision that being my mother friend would somehow equate to the time lost. Man, I was 7 years old when you said that shit to me. And you have the audacity to wonder why my trust is all messed up. Hopefully, we can agree that a good percentage of it has to be your fault. Let's move on. I need to know why at the age of 14 you reached out to me on that special Sunday in the summertime, Father's Day. You called me on Father's Day. You called me on a day set aside for real men that take care of their seeds, and for me, a single mother that had to play the double role. You picked that day of all days to call me. You interrupted me slicing my mother's happy Father's Day cake because on this day I had to honor her position. You see, she did the best she could without you, which is why I am proof a woman can raise a man. You see, I made it, and I made it without you. On a more serious note, I need to know why I had a sister that lived a few blocks from me. But we did not know we until later on in time where she noticed me. Then me and she decided that we were going to become we because of plans to introduce our pelvis in between sheets. Why were you keeping unnecessary secrets? Secrets that could have drastically changed the quality of life of your oldest kids. Man, just take a second and imagine what could have truly happened if the object of my sexual attraction did not have so many distractions, giving her mother time to look at me and ask that normal black people question. Hey, boy, who your people? What's your mama name? Showing me a pic and saying, is this your father? I just need to know why, man. I need to know why you felt like it was okay for you to ask for another opportunity to be in my life when all the hard work was completed by the woman you abandoned. So let me make something perfectly clear before we go any further. I have no issues getting to know you, but I am definitely too old to be looking for a father. Besides, you're not my father anyway, right? We're just friends. So as your friend, I accepted the invitation to your space, realizing your number one priority would never be me due to your passion for that glass gas station vase with the fake rose in it. Using all of your income to stuff Brillo and a white rock in one end of it. Peeping out of the blinds looking for something to see, but can't see that this shit got your mind bullshitting. I can't even light this raggedy ass stove to make some noodles because the 25 lighters on your dresser had all the fluid missing. Better question. I need to know why you chose to die the way that you did. I swear the scene seemed like it came directly from a low budget movie. Pipes and paraphernalia was all over while you was in your chair slumped over with your eyes all gloomy. Your wallet was laying empty on the floor because the whore you chose to open your door for and share your shit with did not hesitate to take your last $5.62 as soon as you took that last hit and your life called it quit. This is what you chose over me. And I really just want to know why. But an answer I would never receive because you're gone. So I'm pissed at the fact that just like you, I allowed too much time to pass. And now that you've passed, the chances have passed for me to alleviate the anger that I have towards you, Dad. So now I'm forced to live in a what if state of mind. But in the midst of my wonder, one thing that I truly can guarantee, that I will be the man that my mother raised me to be. True example to my son of what manhood should be. I am determined not to be a father like you, but I will raise a son like me. So I guess in reality, I owe you a thank you for showing me everything that I shouldn't be. I'm Paul Cram. Welcome to the experience.
You better
Let's
dang
go.
up.
Let's go, sir. Let's go.
Appreciate it.
How you forgetting that I was supposed to be hosting? Okay, shit, damn, what do I say about it? Actually, yeah, you tell me about that piece. How that piece make you feel? Like, writing that piece, did you get this, like, what was the feelings and expressions?
I grew up with a whole lot of anger towards my father because I've only heard one side of the story, for a long time. And so in the midst of me and don't get it twisted, once I heard the second side, he still wasn't shit. But it was like I only heard, my mother's side of the story for a very long time. So only thing that I had towards him was an anger, like a hatred, even. I had a rage toward this man. And I never understood truly why, because I knew I'm not supposed to just go by one. There's always, two sides to a coin. But for a long time, I felt like if I let this anger go, then I have nothing else to hold on to for my father. So I held on to that rage because I had nothing else to for me to feel like I had a relationship with him. 30 years old, we got around each other. Like, short story, he invited me to his crib. He want to get to know me type shit. Like, all right, bet. It was my first day out there. He got the Bible on his on his dining room table. It's full of highlighters and stuff. Like, he's really reading. I'm like, man, that's dope. Like, all the stories I heard about this man, it can't be true. And the very next day I went to a job interview, got the job. I'm excited. I rushed back and I opened the door, and this dude smoking out of an old English can. And I'm like, hey, what in the, like, hold on, cuz, like, so it was like all those feelings I felt like was implanted was starting to feel 100% real now. So it became an issue. He did his rehab thing. One thing led to another, and he let it happen. So that piece comes from hurt and anger. And be honest with you, I can't really decide which one I feel more. Like, so it's a toss up any given day, depending on which day you ask me.
And you said thank you at the end. I should say thank you. What makes you say that? Because I see you ended it with talking how you're gonna treat your son and how you want him to be like you, and like to thank him about that. Like, explain more. Go into depth about that.
Because in my whole journey of not, I'm gonna flat out say it, of like my respect level not being where it should be for him, and like not really having a love for him the way that I should. I was determined, not to do anything that this man has done to me, to my son. And I did it out of pure spite, out of anger. I'm raw, raw, raw. Then I realized, if I really just sit back, calm down, and realize without him even trying, he taught me lessons. So I still could say thank you, because the lessons that he taught me, good or bad, I know not to go that route. Like, I'm not the perfect parent by far. I promise you, I'll never win Father of the Year. I love my little crotch goblins, but as you see, that's how I talk about the little semen demons. But I know I won't go that route. Like, I know that, so he taught me that. If nothing else, he taught me that. So I had to say, in the last bit of respect I can have for a son towards a father who wasn't there, I had to say thank
Cool, cool. Okay, and then since Father's Day is coming up, of course, shouts out to all the dads. Shouts out to you being a dad. Shouts out to me being a dad. Shouts out to fathers and stuff. Um, we can see also in our community that a lot of people are in these type of situations where either they're that dad that wants to I would say, or restore their relationship with their child, or there's a child that's looking to restore it. What as somebody who like kind of went through the steps of being angry with your father to like allowing the door to open up or whatsoever. What are some pointers that you would say that you would give to a father that's looking to restore their relationship, and what are some pointers that you would say that you should give that you would give to somebody who is looking to open that door back up to allow them in?
From the aspect of a father, I would say the only time it'll be too late is when you close your eyes and can never open them again. That'll be the only time it'll be too late. But at the same time, you're gonna have to respect whatever comes from that. Like, there's a lot of emotions, there's a lot of feelings that have been stored. Me and Pop, like, we boxed. Like, we went in the blend. Like, And I found out where I get it from. That cuz had a pound, and it was just, but I had to get that off my chest. Like, I'm an adult now, bro. And we can run it, we can talk about it. But the first time I feel like you're being disrespectful, you're a stranger and I'm gonna bet you in your shit. So I feel like from a father's perspective, you're gonna have to be 100% prepared for whatever emotions this child has, because those emotions are warranted. As far as the aspect of a child, make sure you're ready for that for that any type of confrontation, whether good or bad. Make sure you're ready for that, because that's a lot. Like, that's a lot at one time. At 30 years old, like I said, it was for the first time me and Pop slept under the same roof, but we've been around each other before that. Like at when his, and it's sad that I say it like that, because this lady is my great grandmother, but when his grandmother died, well, when she was dying, my mother forced me to go to the hospital to see her. I didn't want to go. Like, I didn't want to go because all my life I didn't know you as if like everybody else knew you. I knew you as Miss B, the lady who sold the hot tamales in the neighborhood. Like, I didn't know you as my great grandmother, so I don't have that connection to you. But when I walked in the hospital room, he was there, and it was amazing. We was dressed just alike, blue jeans, shorts, South Pole shirt, and Saucony's. It was crazy. But he wanted to talk to me then. I just wasn't in the headspace for that. I wasn't ready, and I wasn't mature enough at that moment to have the type of conversation where we can, talk. Like, I just wasn't ready. So what I would say is, from a child's perspective, make sure that you're emotionally ready, or at least emotionally prepared to hear whatever you're going to hear, because he has a side of the story too, and you might not like it.
Appreciate that, man. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to you, man. Dad, and appreciate it again. Appreciate that again. I don't know, Destiny, do you have anything? I don't know. She ain't pop. There she go.
You know I got something to say.
I have to make sure. You
I
know, make
knew
sure.
Mario wasn't gonna let me down. I knew he was gonna ask what I thought. Mario's a good host, right? He doing his thing.
I'm trying.
Yeah. I wrote down so much stuff. And like, I analyzed your piece just like I did with Yoshi's. You know what I'm saying? Yoshi just had me to the point where I really couldn't say much because it was really hitting my heartstrings, because I've been through that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I wrote down with like blew my mind? I can understand how you felt about your dad. First of all, the fact that a man would say, "I'm your friend," you know what I'm saying? Like, that was like the damn audacity. But then when you said, "I'm mad because of how you died," then I was like, well, damn, the audacity. So it kind of hit on both levels. I was like, I don't even know how to feel no more. You know what I'm saying? But then when you explained how he died, which is almost a little Kevin Samuels-ish. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I ain't hurt nobody's feelings. But it was kind of on that level a little bit. So I was like, damn. And I know how I felt when that happened, but we ain't gonna talk about that. It was like my head was all over the place. Y'all know what I'm talking about, ladies. Right? But then when you summed it up, because I love the fact you kept going and you gave your moms the props. I was all for that. And then the thank you at the end, I ain't know if it was like, thank you because I'm the man, you know what I'm saying, that I'm supposed to be, thanks to my moms, or if it was like, thank you, like, you know what I'm saying, you jerk. Like, I didn't, I was all over the place. When I tell you, I was just writing notes. As y'all been talking, I've been writing notes. You know what I'm saying? To get my emotions together. Because me and my therapist, we're going to talk about this. I'm going to send this to her. And we're going to work about some of the issues that I haven't gotten through yet that y'all are bringing up. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay. Y'all do that too in the comments. Because we got more next week, all right? So y'all get it together. So it was amazing. Like, that's all I want to say. But yeah, up and down emotions, every piece. That was
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you. And the fact that y'all mentioned Father's Day, which is great, you know what I'm saying? Because that gives the father something to, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it's a lot more black men that can relate. Matter of fact, Wilson Babb said that he could relate to this. He said amen. I did highlight it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of brothers that's dealing with things like that. So I think that highlights them. I think that was amazing. Definitely. All good. Oh yeah, all good. I'm going back down.
Fair enough. Appreciate that, Paul. Appreciate that, bro. All right. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. Come on, Songbird. What you gonna bring?
I don't want to be a player no more. I'm done. I'm just playing.
Well, I was saying you signed the contract. You gotta play. No.
Okay. I stare at a black and blue canvas, contemplating on what to do or say. Silence being the constant defense on thirsty earth. I didn't always choose silence. Matching energy being the euphemism for trauma response until my energy ran out. Sorry. But life didn't give me an energy drink pump with electrolytes. It has just electrocuted my well-being with heartaches and broken promises. See, I ain't a poet, but don't push me, paint me black and blue after you screwed me. The only two colors shaping my foundation is black and blue. Blue and black. Black and blue. See, I got a question. Do you know how many times my canvas had a panic attack? Me either. I tried to paint me different. I was so eager to be accepted, so I painted over myself with every color I could think of. But I kept bleeding these black and blue hues. I never thought of myself as a one-trick pony, but that's the price you pay for being the boo-boo to everybody's fool. Maybe. If you just shoot me down, my colors would finally change. Maybe one day I can choose a different lane. But here lies black, blue, black and blue remain. Yep.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I don't think I heard that piece.
You
I don't think
haven't,
so.
because you be traveling and stuff, so you might
Yeah.
not have.
Well, yeah, go ahead and explain the inspiration behind
It was now National Poetry Month, which is in April. So a lot of poets do 30 for 30. We do 30 poems in 30 days. And of course there are prompts that's floating out everywhere in the universe. And one of the prompts that I saw was blue out of, it was like blue out of blackness. And I decided to um just write a piece and focus on myself and my mental health and a lot of the things um that I struggle with on a regular, which is depression and anxiety and cognitive distortions and trying to cognitive reframe because I have negative thoughts in my mind sometimes, racing random thoughts like um what came first, the orange or the fruit, like that shit.
it.
Think
No, no,
about it, Paul.
I was trying to figure that out myself. Like, yeah, like I don't know. What if it was colorblind? And I don't know.
Yeah, I still
I'm
wonder
trying to
that.
figure. Hey, that just threw my mind in a loop. You know, you can't be doing that to me. I got ADD.
Like I like listen, I think I may have some type of ADD or autism, like some because the thoughts I have are just like I really be trying to figure stuff out. Like, if like all of us have different blood types, they're like, do we have a different flavor for the mosquitoes? Like, I just be wanting to know.
Why are you
Like
like
what
this?
my blood tastes like to them. Like, is it cherry flavor, like blueberry? I don't know.
What? It is
I'm
sweet.
pretty
I
sure
don't
my
know.
blood is infused.
Join us next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, yeah. I know they definitely be get high for my blood like that.
I'm pretty sure my blood is infused.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. They get addicted. But no. This is a great piece. When you're writing pieces, and I guess any one of us can answer it. When you're writing pieces, that comes from a prompt. Um, yeah, if you want to explain what prompt is, well, I'll explain what a prompt. The prompt is like usually either a word or a phrase that we are given to kind of help start off a piece that we can help us write, or give us a theme, or a direction in which we can write a piece. Not really from what, well, it can be from what we think of, but usually a prompt will be somebody that gives off, and then a bunch of poets will just write off the same prompt, but come up with different perspectives from this one word or one phrase or so like that. With writing prompts as a poet or whatsoever, do y'all feel that like when y'all start writing, y'all start convicting yourselves in the midst of writing? Like you'll write a line and be like, that was a line. Maybe I did like think that. Have y'all ever had experience that in the midst of writing?
I mean,
Uh,
I think I do that with all my pieces though. Like whether it's a prompt or not. Like it's like I'm sure all of us has been in that moment where we're writing. It's like, okay, cool, cool, cool. Oh shit, that's a bar. Like I'm sure we've all had those moments. With the For me with the prompts, it definitely puts me in a on a track instead of me
mm,
just free range thinking. So that's probably the only difference between me just free writing and a prompt. It just lets me know exactly what I'm gonna be writing about instead of just picking my pen up and just saying, "All right, go." So it's just
yeah. I could say the same. Like for me, with certain prompts that I get, I somehow do a lot of song association. I guess because my name's Songbird and stuff, and I like music and singing and shit. So a lot of times I associate that prompt for, whatever song, and I pretty much write and tailor it around that. Or sometimes, like, I can have the whole piece written and then a song will pop into my head that kind of goes well with that piece. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I can use that, and I can slow it down, or I can change the key however I want to. That way I can give whatever type of dramatic effect I want it to have.
Got you. All right, Destiny, come on up. I know you got a question or something that you got. Where are you
And
at?
you weren't even gonna let me answer it. Oh, how? Oh, wow.
No,
You just gonna you gonna
how
leave it out?
rude.
I'm sorry, yo, go ahead. No, you know
No,
you
no,
are.
no. I don't even want to answer it anymore. But no, prompts are hard for me. Because when I say a lot of my pieces really are free writes, it'll be the random thought, then I run with it. Like if you give me the thought, it doesn't always work the same. So the prompt has to like sit somewhere for a minute, then I'll come back to it. But like you say, hey, you got 30 minutes to write to this prompt. It probably ain't happening, or it ain't gonna be good for sure. And then the thing Parker said about, yeah, you writing that line that's like, oh, you sitting there writing, you think it's really dope. I've only ever done that once. Like everything else, like I say, it's a thought process, and it runs. So I don't even catch some of the double entendre, some of the double meanings until like I'm talking to Ebony or somebody else. They'd be like, well, such and such. No, that's not what I meant, but I'm glad you got that out of it. So yeah, needless to say, prompts are hard for me.
She's an accidental genius.
Yeah, or you had that random phrase that popped in your head. You be like, "Ooh, let me write that down because if I don't, I'm gonna lose it."
I like the shower thoughts. Like I just need like a waterproof board in the shower just to be like, that thought came. Let me write it down before I forget.
So glad my phone is not waterproof. Because like I be coming across and I'm like, I gotta write this down because it will go away. It's so many thoughts. So many lines and bars that are floating around in the universe right now because I didn't write it down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are great moments. I'm like, oh. I said, oh yeah. Let me go ahead and write this down because I'm gonna be cooking with gas when I get through with it.
All right, Desmond, what you got? I bet you got something.
The only thing I wanted to say with Songbird, I like the fact that she switched her style up this time. She didn't sing, and it still had like the same effect. Now I'm gonna be honest. I'm a DJ. I sing. My mama sing and stuff like that. So like I'm more prone to the music. It grabs my attention. But she did the same thing. You know, her first thing, it wasn't even a poem, I don't think. And she was like, I don't want to be a player no more. And I looked up from the thing, I was like, what? And like, because I didn't see that coming. And then I liked the line. Like, I thought it was real gangster. How she said, I ain't a poet, but don't push me. Did I get that right? Because I wrote that down.
Yes.
I was like, okay, Jesus. I'll have to trip walk over here. Like, and another thing, I cried that one. My canvas is having panic attacks. I thought that was hard too. Like I'm really getting sayings from the stuff that y'all. I got like a page full of sayings here. You understand stuff that hit me. You understand that one I like because it was smooth and it was clever. You got me saying at the same time, but it had a real deep message. Like y'all styles, everybody got a different style, but it hits. Everything hits. Like, yeah, I've enjoyed myself this whole show. Whether I'm on the screen or off the screen. Yes. Hats off, wigs off to y'all. Y'all know. Because y'all really did y'all thing. This was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And all the people that supported and showed love. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got any friends in here, y'all seen them comment. I was trying to highlight the comments. If y'all want to shout out some people, you know what I'm saying, that y'all know, that y'all love or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to say Happy Father's Day to some folks or, you know, however you want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's your time.
Well, we're going to put it all in one clump. Shouts out to the drip. Shouts out to the drip because we know they're here. So we put it all in one. Because we be here, we be like, shouts out to Ebony. Shouts out to Monella. Shouts out to Javi. Shouts out to Jay. Shouts out to... We would be here all day. Nah.
Yes, because we got people like the Hive is big. We even got people that's in Canada that's part of the Hive. Like we huge.
Yeah.
I got so many brothers and sisters. It's insane.
That's a beautiful
Poetic baby daddies. It's a lot.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. And shout out to all the people that showed love. You got what I'm saying? That came in just to check to see, you know what I'm saying, what we were doing over here to show love. Now I got 2 phones. I got an iPad. I got a lot of stuff over here. Thank y'all for all the messages y'all sent that won't even be seen up here. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know I do collages and you know, clip up shows and stuff. So I will show the love that y'all sending. I didn't get one bad review on this show. You know what I'm saying? You know what I found out? I did not know. I just text one of the members from the men's show. He was actually looking and he said, yo, like he into poetry now. I said, you know, I'm be honest, me too, because I didn't know that my audience like poetry. I didn't know. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? You know, you take one of them shots in the dark and it land. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people really liked it. They thought it's something different. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to thank y'all for letting this be the platform to do that on. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I cannot say thank you enough. You got what I'm saying? I'm hoping we can keep doing this weekly. You got what I'm saying? And get some people out there. Y'all, if y'all can see their names, make sure y'all show them some love. You got what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my best to highlight them on a video so y'all can get in touch with them or whatever y'all got to do. You know, we got to show the love. You know what I'm saying? We got to. If y'all see the clips, you know what I'm saying? That like the clips, put comments under the clips, show them some love. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be honest, you know, they professionals, but this would have been hard for me. You know what I'm saying? Because you kind of putting your heart out on the screen. Now, I can curse somebody out 1,000,000 times. Yeah, y'all don't see me do it. But to do this and get so, you know, so deep within yourself to bring this out and actually move the crowd, that's a talent. You know what I'm saying? That's a talent. And I respect it so much, I got to say that. You got what I'm saying? Shout out to my daddy in heaven. You got what I'm saying? The best man I've ever known. And I'm going to put that on my mama also in heaven too. You got what I'm saying? And I'm just happy. It's only Friday the 13th. I don't feel none of that. None of that. You know what I'm saying? So we good. How y'all feel? Y'all good? Y'all ready to go? Y'all.
Okay. I don't know if that's
what y'all want to do.
we could do a little quick cipher, I guess, to kind of show what's gonna go down if y'all down for it.
For the next show.
I'm trying to get him a quickie.
Yeah, taste of honey. A little taste of honey. You know.
Okay, so I tell y'all what, this is gangster because I can make this a clip. If y'all can, one after the other. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna get off the screen, and that's gonna be a fire clip for next time. Everybody know I love clips. I put them all over. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get recognized from them. You know what I'm saying? We show a lot of love. This is gonna be a fire clip right here. All right. So they gonna rap it. It's gonna be a rapid cipher again, y'all, but they're gonna go one by one. You know what I'm saying? Any questions you have? Yeah, right. Let me tell you, any questions you have or anything like that, you got what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it so that y'all can hit them up, you know what I'm saying? Or I can get the questions to them if y'all have them. All right, we're not gonna explain this one, we're just gonna do a rapid cipher. All right, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Now, if you have not subscribed, it's almost 2 hours into the show. I'm gonna need you to hit that subscribe button, please, because we are coming back. You know what I'm saying? Please hit the like button, you know what I'm saying? Because I see everybody like the show. Please hit the like button. And also the notification bell is for y'all. But y'all know I keep putting out these new shows, and sometimes I don't give no warning. So that will help you out so you'll know what else is coming. What else Evo bringing, all right? So let me get up off of here, you know what I'm saying? And let my kings and queens shine, you know what I'm saying? Here y'all go, y'all. I'm out, y'all.
All right, I'm going to go last, so let's pick up the mic.
All right, so where we starting?
Whoever picks up the mic.
His name is Olakan. Revered God and ruler of all things wet. And your prayers for a reliable irrigation system has been heard, and your body has been scouted by the army of ecstasy. The report that came back to me said that you are in need of my ability to bring raging floods to lands that has not had proper hydration in many moons passing. So I present myself to you. Feeling the power pulsating through me, you take hold and guide me to your valley so I can begin the rain-making ritual. But first, before I cross the threshold of your temple, I will rub my face gently on the entrance of its gateway to prepare you for what's to come. Passionately penetrate deep in your temple until a slight praise escapes from your mouth in the form of a moan, confirming that this is definitely that spot. I begin to cast my spell that allows the floodgates to break and release your waters. Slow, sensual strokes, sending seductive signals straight to the source of satisfaction, speedily shaking, signifying that in less than 60 seconds, the tsunami that you sent sacred supplications for has shown up in superior status, saturating the sheets underneath as you release a worshipful praise of, oh, look, your temple will be used for the worship of me. His name is Olakan, revered God and ruler of all things wet. And you have just become a loyal worshiper. And that's that drip.
Mm. My garden is a safe space. Submerge your love below my waist until there's nothing but your plums in view. You're not yourself when you're hungry, so let me be the cure to your sweet tooth. The platter I carry is sweeter than any fruit known to man, and grab these yams with both hands, good and plenty. Let me be the harvest that your past lovers envy. Whatever you lack, baby, I am the remedy. You always reach full potential when entering me, so come here. Let me hide you in my fortress of sweetness and mystery, and oh, how you lick and suck my scenery. I assure you, this fruit is so succulent it seems forbidden. So let me be. On my second lip it is written, the sweetest sound translated in hieroglyphics. Egyptian lands by ways of Memphis. Allow me to endow you with the bounty of my melody. The shape was made just for you to taste and see and feel and deep until ever. Know your wordplay is kinda clever. You and I can weather any storm, so let me nourish your soul while you explore my hole that makes you feel whole. Let me lead you to the land of promise and opportunity so you can be and you can roam and explore this pussy galore with me. You'll never lack, especially when you eat it from the back, but enough talking. Just taste me. Let us devour each other's fruit with desire and mind, and while we feast on each other, yeah, while we up and down and round and round and pound for pound, and when you go down and when nobody's around and we don't care who's around, and when we while we when we while we when we while we when we ooh, while we when we while we oh, while we feast on each other. Yeah, 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 yeah. While we feast on each other all night. True.
He said he wanted me to quench his thirst. That's an understatement. I'm gonna drench his being, have him feeling like he's Aquaman playing with Earl singing Under the Sea with that Jamaican accent because I got him feeling the rhythm as I ride his face. I'm gonna let him drown like Rose did Jack. As a matter of fact, the only wood being grabbed will be the headboard as I make myself more comfortable. I'll administer death's kiss with my lower lips now. I know that I've said that thick thighs save lives, but today that's a lie because I'm going to send him to make introductions with his God. Resuscitate him because I am CPR certified. Tell him, welcome back, sweetheart. Now get back to your job. My pussy's going to give him all 9 lives. Protect his spirit like I'm his familiar as he casts spells with his tongue over my clit, asking for deliverance. And I grant him his wish, letting my healing waters soak him and the sheets. He'll hold onto my thighs with a death grip for dear life, and as his soul intertwines with mine, you know they're going to try to pin me with a premeditated murder charge? Like, remember, he asked for this. So when you really think about it, I'm the victim here because he made me an accomplice to his attempted suicide. Okay, bye.
Okay, so public service announcement. Can't believe I gotta say this, but apparently they didn't believe me the last time I said it, so I'm gonna say it again. I'm not toxic. The dick is. See, I'm a great guy. See, I'm charming, caring, yet a little bit shy. So can't judge me for it's in between my thighs. See, I may give you these long strokes as I choke your throat and be all in your pussy doing the most. But shit, I can't control that shit because I'm not toxic. The dick is. And okay, I may do everything that you say. And you could probably slut me out 3 times a day. And the thought of me is probably going to make you want to masturbate. And I know this thing doesn't touch your heart while at the same time making your pussy fart. But I can't control that shit. Because I'm not toxic. The dick is. I mean, is it my fault that afterwards I have your body doing a somersault while devouring your pussy like an uncaged animal? Nah, not by default. See, I'm not responsible for the end result. So can't blame me for that shit. Because, see, I'm not toxic. The dick is. I mean, you thought because I was skinny that I wasn't going to come with it, but they should have told you that the smallest packages comes with the biggest gifts. I mean, okay, I may have this toxic trait where I like to wait to see her face as I'm filling up her space, but shit, she was going to learn today. That doesn't make me toxic. Just the dick is. Look, just because you reminisce every time you miss the way that I tickle your cervix doesn't make me toxic. Just the dick is. And when you go ludicrous because I pulled it out and then I kissed it, doesn't make me toxic. The dick is. Oh, because I suck your tits in the midst of slowly stroking your shit, that's supposed to make me toxic? No, the dick is. So I'm sorry, miss, but you can't dismiss the fact that you was the one that wanted it. Because see, all I do is try to do is please. But just because I got the master key that makes you weaker than these doesn't mean that I'm full of toxicity. Because see, I'm not the one that's toxic. But the dick definitely is. That's us. That is us. That's what y'all gonna get coming up in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned. Oh no, be compromised.
Mario, that's one of my favorite poems for you. I actually know a little bit of that one. Yeah. I was over here like, it's always that damn dick. That's where the toxic joke, my man. Yes. And shout out to those just coming in. I didn't get a chance to shout y'all out. Shout out to my brother, you know what I'm saying? That's Smitty's Corner, 77. And also, I just want to make sure I got the name. Dawood Muhammad. Shout out to you. He said love. Yes. And let me make sure I highlight some of these reactions. I just want to thank everybody. This was a great show. You know what I'm saying? And y'all got so much. I can't wait to see the playback. You know what I'm saying? The playback on this and see what people think. Oh, they're going to be writing these comments. Guys, please leave me comments. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you think, how you feel. I want to see that. Shout out to some of the special men over here at Evolutionary Media. We have Coach Ferg, check him out Thursday on the Evolutionary Men Live Show. And we got the King, Richard Reed. You know what I'm saying? That's the King. Rich been with me for a long time. He's one of the greatest supporters You know what I'm saying? Always show love. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Rich. You know, Kosa, what the toxic tongue is going on?
Poetry.
Not
Poetry.
the tongue is.
Right. We getting the in over here. Thank y'all so much. This was great. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all feel good because y'all did an amazing job. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks
We
for
want to
having
see
us.
I can't wait the next Friday. You know what I'm saying? We definitely want to see y'all back. You know what I'm saying? Spitting that fire. The background went so well with what y'all did. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, just that explosion, that's exactly what y'all did up here tonight. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all so much again for doing it on this platform. I can't wait to see all the love y'all get. You know what I'm saying? And just see the people lift y'all up like I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all definitely deserve it. Y'all was off the chain. I love it.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. Again, subscribe. If you are watching this tomorrow, like I know a lot of y'all do, it's Friday, y'all might not eat. Yeah, I know how it is. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all may be outside. It's Friday 13th, but you know, hey, what it is. All right. If you are watching it, let's say tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? When you see the clips, if you go and watch it, I'll put the link so y'all can go straight to the episode. Please do me a favor. Subscribe. And please don't forget to hit the like button. It's very important. You know what I'm saying? And I so appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I think we said everything tonight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did great for y'all first show. All right. So y'all ready to say good night? And great job on hosting, Mario. Great job. Now I know you can do it. I'm going to be looking for you to do it more. You done started saying. Great job. All right, good night, y'all. Much love.
Yeah, I know I'm good, but I'm getting better. Like wine, this could have been an email, so don't be wasting my time. Don't be up in my face, don't be all in my space. You know they said everything ain't what it looked like. Now I see it clearer. I used to wonder what it looked like under the lights, and now I see the picture. You really gotta take the time for that. Don't rush into it, baby, just relax. Perhaps it's all in line, please take your time. One step closer than you know. Too much noise, you gotta go. 3 steps, 3 times, 3 more than before. Before you know, yeah. I know I'm good, but I'm getting better. Like wine, this could have been an email, so don't be wasting my time. Don't be up in my face, don't be all in my space. Yeah, I know it's good, but it's getting better. Rewind, this could have been an email, so don't be wasting my time. Don't be all in my space, girl, I'm up in my prime. You make the money when you stop believing the hype. Definitely needs picture. I count my blessings and I double up on the light. And that was getting bigger. Yeah.